Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. There's a growing buzz swirling around the league, and every corridor of every training facility seems to vibrate with the same electrifying whisper. The San Francisco Niners may have just pulled off one of the most intimidating defensive moves in recent memory. The rumor mill exploded the moment the first insider voice hinted that star pass rusher HAASON Reddick had agreed to join the iconic red and gold, creating a surge of excitement that washed over fans like a tidal wave. People familiar with the situation claim that the negotiations moved swiftly, almost as if both sides knew from the beginning that destiny was pulling them together. The idea of Reddick wearing that classic uniform, stepping onto the field with that fierce posture he is known for, has been enough to set social media ablaze. Analysts, fans, and former players are racing to predict what this means for opposing quarterbacks, who may be looking at sleepless nights for the foreseeable future. The possibility of him transforming the already aggressive Niners defense into an even more terrifying unit has insiders believing that this move could shift the balance of power across the entire conference. From the moment his name entered the conversation, the speculation grew into a wildfire that nobody could contain. Commentators are whispering that this move was not just strategic, but masterfully calculated by a front office determined to reinforce its identity as a relentless defensive powerhouse. Reddick's arrival represents more than simply adding a talented pass rusher. It symbolizes an evolution toward a new, fiercer defensive era. Rumors from behind closed doors suggest that coaches have been practically buzzing with excitement, imagining the mismatches they could create with his explosive speed off the edge. Even rival teams have supposedly begun adjusting their offensive planning, anticipating the chaos he could bring the moment the ball is snapped. In fan forums across the internet, the talk is all about how his presence might unlock the full potential of the Niners' defensive schemes, giving them flexibility they have not possessed in years. The whispers grow louder with each passing hour, leaving the entire league wondering whether this move might be the spark that ignites a new chapter in the franchise's storied history. In the midst of all this noise, what really stands out is how seamlessly Reddick seems to fit the culture that the Niners have built over decades. He brings not only exceptional athletic ability, but also an attitude that resonates with the team's long-standing tradition of dominance, grit, and pride. Fans are already imagining the atmosphere at Levi's Stadium when he charges toward the backfield, with the crowd roaring in anticipation of another devastating play. Insiders claim that several Niners defenders reached out privately, expressing excitement about the potential partnership, hinting at a brewing camaraderie that could translate into electrifying chemistry on the field. The rumor suggests that Reddick himself was drawn to the environment, captivated by the idea of joining a franchise with such a rich defensive legacy. If the whispers prove true, this might become one of those rare moments where player and organization perfectly align, creating a partnership that feels both natural and destined. All of this has injected a new layer of hype into an already passionate fan base, which seems ready to embrace him as the next defensive star in a lineage filled with legends. What has really ignited the imagination of analysts everywhere is the potential impact on opposing quarterbacks. The moment Reddick's name became tied to the Niners, a collective shiver seemed to run through fan bases of rival teams. Some say certain offensive coordinators are already reworking protection schemes, knowing that his quickness off the edge demands constant attention. His reputation as a disruptive force precedes him, and whispers suggest that defensive coaches are eager to unleash his ferocity in creative ways. People close to the situation believe he could be used as a roaming threat, lining up in multiple positions to confuse offenses and force quarterbacks into hurried, panicked decisions. Every rumor paints him as the new nightmare of the conference, a relentless pursuer of anyone holding the ball. Fans are already imagining highlight reels filled with bone-rattling plays, while commentators predict that his arrival could alter the identity of entire matchups. It is the kind of move that makes the league stop and pay attention, because when a player with his instincts joins a team with such defensive history, the results can become downright terrifying for opponents. Behind the scenes, the conversation appears to revolve not only around his physical talent, but also around his mindset. Whispered reports claim that Reddick has expressed a hunger to prove himself in a new environment, eager to show that he can elevate his game even further. Some say he feels he has been overlooked at times in his career and views this rumored move as the perfect stage to silence any remaining doubts. The Niners, known for their demanding and detailed defensive culture, seem like the ideal setting for a competitor wired like he is. Coaching insiders supposedly believe that his intensity aligns perfectly with what they preach daily, making him a natural fit for their philosophy. There is speculation that the staff has already begun envisioning ways to mentor him, refine his strengths, and integrate him smoothly into a unit known for its discipline and aggression. The energy surrounding this potential signing feels like a storm forming on the horizon, the kind that reshapes everything in its path. It is the type of rumor that carries not just excitement, but a sense of inevitability, as if this union was meant to happen. As the speculation continues to grow, fans are diving deeper into their imaginations, trying to envision what this means for the future of the franchise. The idea of pairing Reddick with the Niners' established defensive playmakers creates a sense of anticipation that borders on cinematic. Imagine the chaos as offensive lines struggle to identify who to block, unsure of where the pressure will come from next. Fans are circulating theories, building potential defensive formations, and dissecting how this rumored addition might allow the team to become even more unpredictable. Some believe that this move could serve as a message to the rest of the league. The Niners are doubling down on their identity, sharpening their already dangerous claws. Each rumor feeds into the next, building momentum like a rolling avalanche that refuses to slow down. Whether the whispers prove true or not, one thing is certain. This possibility has reignited the competitive fire within the fan base, giving them a reason to dream bigger than ever. The whispers surrounding this move have started to evolve into something deeper, almost like a shared belief forming across the league. People close to the Niners organization are murmuring that HAASON Reddick's presence could do more than elevate the pass rush. It might completely redefine the emotional heartbeat of the locker room. Some insiders claim that his intensity in preparation, his obsession with conditioning, and his famously relentless practice tempo have already become topics of conversation among veterans who pride themselves on discipline and effort. This rumored signing feels less like the addition of a single player and more like the introduction of a new energy source, the kind that fuels an entire defensive culture. Fans are imagining how that energy might ripple through every snap, inspiring younger players to raise their standards. Opposing offenses are surely paying attention too, sensing that if this rumor becomes reality, they may need to rethink everything they assumed about facing the Niners. The air around the team feels charged, like a storm is building, and Reddick is being spoken of as the lightning bolt ready to strike at the perfect moment and reshape every expectation for the season ahead. What truly sets this rumor apart is the sheer scale of excitement it is generating within fan communities. Social networks, podcasts, and late-night debates have all turned their focus toward the implications of this possible union between Reddick and the Niners. Many fans believe that his explosive playing style would fit seamlessly into the franchise's identity, which has always been rooted in intensity, speed, and physical dominance. You can almost feel the anticipation in comment sections where supporters describe how they imagine him using his trademark burst to break through protection and disrupt plays before they ever have a chance to unfold. There is a growing belief that this rumored signing could create a ripple effect, boosting confidence across the entire defense. Supporters are imagining how his presence on the edge could allow other playmakers to roam more freely, creating a web of pressure from all angles. This possibility has ignited creativity among fans, who are already crafting imaginary highlight montages and fantasy scenarios where the defense becomes a fearsome, unstoppable force. It is the kind of rumor that takes on a life of its own, and right now, it feels unstoppable. Behind closed doors, whispers continue to spread about how coaches might plan to utilize Reddick's versatility if this rumor proves true. Some say that the defensive staff has quietly discussed ways to shift formations to maximize his explosiveness, moving him around like a chess piece capable of striking from unexpected directions. His ability to collapse pockets, chase down scramblers, and force hurry decisions fits perfectly with a philosophy built on confusion and relentless pressure. Analysts are speculating that he could be used not just as a pure edge threat, but as a roving disruptor, creating unpredictability on every snap. The thought alone has ignited a new wave of excitement among football minds who love dissecting the strategic possibilities of high-impact defensive moves. There is talk that opposing coordinators might eventually start designing entire weeks of preparation around stopping him, only to discover that he makes shutting him down nearly impossible when paired with the explosive talent already on the Niners roster. The rumor suggests a merging of vision and execution, where a coach's creativity meets a player's natural ability to wreak havoc. If true, this pairing could become one of the most fascinating defensive storylines of the season. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Another layer unfolding within this growing narrative is the impact on team leadership. Some insiders have hinted that Reddick brings not only skill, but also a commanding presence that could elevate the voices of other leaders on the roster. He is known for his fiery intensity, but also for his ability to connect with teammates, motivating them through action rather than speeches. The possibility of him joining forces with the Niners' established veteran core is becoming a major talking point among those who believe chemistry is the secret ingredient behind championship defenses. Fans are already imagining how his drive could inspire a renewed sense of urgency during practices, pushing the entire group to operate at a higher tempo. The rumor has sparked conversations about how elite defenses are built not just through talent, but through shared mindset, shared hunger, and shared accountability. People are discussing how Reddick might complement the personalities already in the locker room, creating a unified force bound by aggression and purpose. Whether the rumor proves true or not, the belief that he could become a catalyst for even stronger leadership has added another wave of excitement to an already loud conversation. What is especially fascinating is how rival teams are reportedly reacting to this swirling rumor. Some league insiders claim that front offices across the conference have begun quietly assessing how they would adjust their protection schemes if they had to face a Niners defense reinforced by Reddick's presence. This speaks volumes about the fear and respect surrounding his name. Coaches from opposing teams are rumored to have murmured early concerns that his unique blend of speed and strength creates matchup nightmares, even before considering the talent already on the Niners roster. Fans from rival franchises have taken notice too, filling discussion boards with anxious predictions about how their offensive lines would fare under such intense pressure. The idea of Reddick chasing quarterbacks while lining up alongside established defensive stars has become a recurring theme of conversation. It is the kind of speculation that grips the league, creating both excitement and anxiety depending on which side of the field you stand. As the rumor builds momentum, even those outside the Niners fan base cannot ignore the potential impact of such a move, and the league seems to be collectively bracing for what could be a massive shift in defensive dominance. At this point, the rumor has grown so massive that it feels almost like a story unfolding in real time, with every new whisper adding another layer of intrigue. Fans are living inside the excitement, crafting predictions, imagining defensive schemes, and envisioning the emotional rush of seeing Reddick take the field in red and gold. The narrative has become larger than the player himself, symbolizing possibility, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. It has turned into a moment where hope blends with speculation, creating a sense of electricity that fuels endless conversations. Supporters describe the idea as a dream scenario, the kind that changes the mood of an entire fan base and injects fresh adrenaline into every discussion about the future. Whether this rumor ultimately becomes reality or remains a tantalizing what if, it has already succeeded in shaping the emotional landscape of the league. The thought of Reddick becoming the newest terror for quarterbacks while wearing the Niners' iconic colors has ignited imaginations everywhere. And for now, the whisper continues to spread, louder each day, hinting that something big may be coming. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.